Hey guys, it's Kara, and I have this cute little box to show you how to make. So this is just using our Sew in Love stamp set that you can find in our Occasions catalog. So let's get started. Okay, you are going to need a piece of soft sky cardstock, and you will want to use your Stampin Trimmer for this because we're going to be cutting and scoring on the 16th marks. So the measurements for the box are going to be 8.5 by 10 and 9/16. So let's go ahead and go on over to 9/16. And just to give you a quick little tip, the 16th marks are the tiniest little marks, and if you count by twos starting at 1, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, you shouldn't have any problem finding these measurements. So like I said, it's 10 and 9/16. So 15, 13, 11. Okay, so it's going to be the little tiny mark right past the 10.5. Okay, whoops. Okay, and then just go ahead and cut that off. And then obviously we don't have to do anything at the 8.5 inch mark. All right, so in landscape mode, we're going to do our scoring. We're going to start off at 1 inch. And just make sure that you have your cutting blade down here at the bottom. Our scoring blade is this light color blade, so I'm going to be using that. So like I said, we're going to score this at 1 inch. 3 and 15/16, so that's the little tiny mark right before 4 inches. 5 and 13/16, so that's right past the 3/4 inch mark. And then 8 and 11/16, so see 15, 13. So that's right before 8 3/4. That tiny little hash mark right before 8 3/4. Okay, now let's rotate this, and I'm going to be utilizing this side of the trimmer because I need to score it at 3/4 of an inch, so it's a little bit easier to do that on this side. So on the right side, score it at 3/4, and then let's score this at 2 3/4. Okay, and then flip your cardstock around, and again do it at 3/4 of an inch, and then 2 3/4, and all of our scoring will be done. Okay, next let's fold on all of our score lines. And you will want to use a bone folder to burnish those score marks. Just because we're making a box, you want to have really crisp crease folds. Okay, and then let's fold it on the sides. And one more. Okay. All right, so I made a template so I can make sure that I don't screw this up, which I still could even though I have the template in front of me. We are wanting to notch this center rectangle. I'm going to do that with my 3/4 inch punch. So just come in right here and just in the center, just notch it. All right, so I'm going to flip this around. So what we're going to do is, if you can see here that I have cut off the 4 rectangles right here. let's go ahead and get our scissors, wrong ones. And let's go ahead and cut this off. You're going to do that on both sides. And you can save these pieces for our tag. So you can use these scraps for the tag that we'll be making here in just a second. Cut this a little bit better. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come up on both sides and cut up to the second score mark, and then we're going to cut this in half. We'll do the same thing over here. And then just cut this one in half, and then we do the same thing with this one. So, cut all the way up, and then just cut this in half. Okay, so what we want to do next is just really cut on an angle. These edges, just a really small sliver. You don't need to cut much off at all. And we're going to do that on these little tabs that we cut. And then we'll do it on these as well. All right, so now we're going to do our stamping. Like I said, I'm using the Sew and Love stamp set. You can find this in our Occasions catalog. I'm going to be using this floral image. I'm stamping that all over the box. This is going to be tone on tone. So I'm using Soft Sky. Get my paper out. I'm just going to scratch paper, and there's the stamp. So I've got my Soft Sky ink pad, and we're just going to randomly stamp this all over the box. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a sponge and we're going to sponge all the edges. So that's what it looks like after we've sponged everything. Now ideally you would want to use, on these four little short tabs, you're going to use, this is where you'll put your adhesive. Ideally you would want to use a tear and tape or fast fuse just for the purpose of the video, to make it not be super long. I'm just going to put snail, and then what we'll do is we'll just build up the walls of the box. Miss some spots. Okay, and then we'll come in. Make sure you sponged everywhere. Looks like I forgot some parts. And then that's how it folds. Just a really cute little easy box. Isn't that sweet? All right, so let's do our tag next. So I'm just gonna ink up the Just For You on Whisper White cardstock. Okay, then you're gonna wanna use the following framelits. The stitched shape framelit, you're gonna wanna use the smallest circle. And then for the layering circles, you're going to want to cut out a scallop circle, usually using the Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. And that one was the third smallest. Make sure that's right. Yes, so that is the third smallest scallop. And then you're also going to use your 1.5 punch. And this is where the scrap comes in handy. So just punch out a circle. And we're going to layer all this together. Obviously with the framelits, you'll use your Big Shot. And I've got this all ready. So that's just going to layer on like that. And then all that together. So let's go ahead and use of dimensionals to put on the back of here. And let's layer that onto our soft sky circle. And then I like to use tear and tape on the back of this circle to put on the glimmer paper. Okay, just going to go like that. I am using the Pool Party stitch satin ribbon. Great thing is that it matches really well with the soft sky. So go ahead and cut off enough just to tie a nice simple knot on the top of the box. Okay, and then I will wait until after I put the tag on before I cut the tails. You'll want to grab your 1/16 punch, and I'm just going to punch a hole right here in the top. I'm going to try to get through the, whoops, let me center it, through the soft sky. I don't want to go onto the Whisper White. Okay, that's good. Grab your baker's twine, your Whisper White baker's twine. And then just feed that through the hole. Then I'm going to come up from underneath the knot. Then I'm just going to tie a knot. All right, and then let's just cut this. And somehow I got something on that Whisper White tag and twine. Not sure what that is. All right, and then let's just cut the tails. I like to cut them at an angle. And that is all it. Our cute little box is all done using the Sew in Love stamp set. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked it. I am off tomorrow to head to Savannah for On Stage. I'm so excited. I'm going to see all the new stuff coming out in the annual catalog. And check my Instagram and Facebook. I'm not quite sure what I'll be able to share, but whatever I can with y'all, I will do that. All right, well, if you liked today's project, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you head on over to my blog, istampin.com, to see the accompanying blog post. Share this with your friends. If you like my Facebook page, head on over there and go ahead and share that with your friends and family. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys. Bye.